Oh, well, well. We're down to 2 more days. We're down to 2 more days until the national championship. I am very excited for this game. Very, very excited for this game. Boy, I tell you. Ugh, sorry I'm late, everybody, because I just needed some more time to kind of reflect on this. Plus, I kind of woke up 3 minutes before the start of this live stream. So I just had to get ready for this type of speech. But you know what? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how much this means to me as far as like the championship goes and what it would mean, as far as like people surrounding me. It would just be an outstanding thing to just win a championship, especially, you know, considering that it's in Slita City. To win this thing in Slita City, and I'm gonna open up my I'm gonna open up my stream a little bit later on, but I just got to get this out. Shout out to Dashi, my partner, who has been part of this Buckeyes talk the entire season. I appreciate him for all the work he's put in and all the dedication every freaking week to make sure that he's keeping track with the Buckeyes. I also want to give a shout out to um, Ohio Game Talks. I also want to give a shout out to my brother who has initially put me on in 1998. He went to Ohio State in 98. I've been a fan since 2000. That's how long the root of this fandom for me has been with Ohio State. But going back to and shout out to all you Buckeyes fans. But going back to this, it would mean a lot. And to win it in Slita City, when he has told me that the Buckeyes never win anything, and the drought has only been for 10 seasons. It's only been for 10 seasons since we last won it all. We did it versus Oregon. I remember being, kind of secluded in my own room, just watching the game versus Oregon, and I just saw how we just dominated, and it wasn't even close. It was Cardale Jones versus Marcus Mariota. It was a thing to see, and Chip Kelly was on the other side of it. Chip Kelly was on the other side of it. He was actually the head coach, and wow, now he's the offensive coordinator. And I know you Eagles fans are gonna. I don't want to disinclude myself for being an Eagles fan, but I know the Eagles fans are gonna kind of look at me sideways when I say this. Chip Kelly actually has a chance to be a hero for me. For me, not the Eagles. He's a bastard when it comes to the Eagles. And I really hate that about him. But when it comes to the Buckeyes, he actually has a chance to be a hero for my squad, my college squad. I would kind of think a little bit differently about Chip Kelly if he won it all. Just saying. I don't want to be considered the worst Eagles fan of all time because, oh my God, well, he kind of has a soft spot for Chip Kelly just because he won the national championship for his college team. As far as Ryan Day, though, I would stop calling him Ryan Dayquil. This is the guy I wanted fired since the last this is the guy I wanted fired for the last probably 2 seasons now. I would finally stop calling him Ryan Dayquil because he wouldn't put me to sleep. He wouldn't just, man, it would just mean a lot. That national championship, we're talking about a YouTube championship, bro. We're talking about something that a championship that has eluded me for the past, ever since I've been on YouTube. Outside of the New York Liberty, do you really count that? Do you really count the New York Liberty? Do you really count New York Liberty? I love my Liberty. Don't get me wrong. I love my ladies. It's a shame it had to come down to a bunch of ladies to be the first ones to come down with it. Shout out to Big D in the comments. I'm pretty sure he's rooting for the Buckeyes as well. Not very sure. Notre Dame has decided to do a premature celebration, so that's bulletin board material. They did not learn from that. Miami. Oh, the Hurricanes did that. The worst one is it's long overdue. You are cheering for the Buckeyes. Yeah. We got a couple of people who are going to be supporting me, like Cowboys face. I question him, like, who's he going to be rooting for? He was like, man, I ain't going for those Catholics, man. I'm a Christian, man. So give me the Buckeyes. And because they beat Texas, which is awesome, because he's a Texas Red Raider. He's a Texas Tech Red Raider. Hard to believe they throw quesadillas on the field. I still can't believe they do that. But anyways, winning a championship after everybody has pretty much laughed at you for crying for losing the Super Bowl. It's for moments like that. When it comes down to sports, I'm a very emotional person. Like, I put my all into cheering for a team. I put my all in for rooting for a team. This is what I do. This is what I live for. This is my fucking passion, bro. Winning this game versus Notre Dame. There's only one more team in our path. Oh, and there's a little bit of a divide here. My dad is an Irish fan. He's been a fan of the Irish since the Joe Montana days when he was playing there. So that's the reason behind that. Oh, and he calls us the suck eyes and the fuck eyes. He gives us a lot of names. What's going to happen when he names us college football champions? I had to go through a bunch of years with Slitta telling me that you'll never win it all because of your mouth, because of, he says, half of you is just like, okay, well, there's part of you that deserves it because of how you root for your team, but there's the obnoxious part of you where it's just like, maybe you don't deserve this because you run your mouth too much. I get it. It's just how I root for my teams, man. And I do wish some downfalls on your teams, but man, sometimes y'all just take that a little too personally and try to put hexes out there. Man, what would crush me the most is, the fact that we got two teams, the Buckeyes and the Eagles, who are in contention for their, prospective championships. And they all of a sudden just go poof. They just get eliminated in back-to-back days. This upcoming Sunday, tomorrow, and then Monday. Oh, man. Wait a minute. I'm missing some comments here. Let's see. If the Buckeyes stick to the fundies, that's a plus. I call the Irish not luck of the Irish. I call them Lucky Charms. That's called the Irish. Where you hiding? What's good, Aphis? I used to be back in the day, but it ain't gotten nowhere. Well, I mean, being emotional for sports isn't a bad thing, It's what I live for. It's what I live for. Yesterday, I was literally crying on a train. I cried over this team, bro. Like, I'm just thinking about the glory, the different type of tune to shut everybody up. It's just like, don't you just want to prove everybody wrong for a change? And plus, this is your squad. You want to see them finally do it all. All the laughing about your team, all the laughing about the crying memes. They're going to bring this stuff up until you finally win it all. Well, maybe they won't stop when you finally win it all. They won't stop with the crying memes or whatever, but to have your team do it, to have your team finally do it, bro, we're in contention for our ninth national title. I will have a chance to say that I've seen a third of them. I've seen the one in 2002. I've seen the one in 2014. And now I can see the one in 2024. I call you the choke eyes. Make that change tonight. That would be great. Let's remember, this dude named Big D. He got a video coming out about Ryan Day. That could change tonight, or not tonight, but in 2 days. But only if the Buckeyes win a national championship. He can't choke this game. This is the biggest game of his life. Hayden, you spoiled Ohio State, won in like 2015, and the Eagles in 2018. I am not spoiled. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm talking about YouTube championships, though. I'm talking about YouTube championships. I've been on YouTube since 2019. Well, actively on YouTube since 2019. The first video I ever made, I know it says my account has been since what, 2010 or whatever, or 2009. I've been on YouTube since 2019. I haven't seen one championship since I've been on here, except for the New York Liberty. Who really cares about the New York Liberty outside of me? Nobody really cares about that. I'm not that spoiled. Nah, I kind of disagree with that. I'm about to get the belt for Notre Dame fans if we win Monday night. We got to win this, man. And I'm going to have to change my mind as far as going to, the party, right outside the stadium, because I'm not going to have time. So let me tell you all a funny story. My boss actually tried to schedule me this Monday. He hasn't been scheduling me the past 2 Mondays. He schedules me for this upcoming Monday. I said, no. You're literally having me try to work on this Monday. You forgot I'm an Irish fan? I'm literally wearing a Buckeyes hat right now. Are you kidding me? You're going to schedule me for a Monday and the Buckeyes are playing this national championship. Oh my God. So it all worked out because I ended up trading with a coworker. He said I have to work his mid shift, and he works my night shift that Monday. And that trade worked. It fell through. And then once the manager who decided to schedule me for that Monday originally saw that the trade went down, he was like, "Go Irish." And I was like, I'm just happy the fact that Bama and UGA ain't in it this year. Yeah, you get to sit back and relax and enjoy the game. Us, on the other hand, Dashy, me, Ohio Game Talks, we're going to be stressing. A lot of Ohio State fans are going to be stressing in this game. We want everything to be perfect. We want it to be like, I don't know, like a fucking honeymoon or a fucking wedding. We want it to be perfect. We want it to be absolute domination. We want it to be Not even remotely close. Speaking of Ohio State, I sent the thumbnail for the next episode of Buckeyes Talk. How do you like the thumbnail of this freaking live stream? Why am I getting sick all of a sudden? I better not be getting sick. I've been on YouTube since 2012, and that's when my first video was made. Nice. Alrighty. So let's see where this goes. I am going to open up the live stream. And let's see here. So here's the reason why I want to open up the live stream. I want to give people a chance to tell us what Ohio State winning the national championship would mean in your lifetime, whether you guys are on YouTube or whether you guys casually watching the game at home, or if you're an Irish fan, or if you're not an Irish fan, what would it be like if the Irish won it all in your lifetime? That's basically the question that I have for you all. What would it mean if the Buckeyes won it all? What would it mean for you if the Irish won it all? So I will be happy for you, Dashi, your brothers, and this Ohio State fan that follows me on Twitter if the Buckeyes win. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Oh, man. Twitter has been very toxic lately. So we're the first team ever to win it in a playoff format in 2014. However, we could be the first team to ever win when it's the new playoff format with the 12-team format. Back in 2014 was the start of the 4-team format. And now it's the start of the 12-team format. You see what I did there? And let me tell y'all another thing before I let y'all up. What's going on, William? So our most hated rival, Michigan, decided to asterisk their way to a national championship and cheat and lie and scam and all that jazz just to win a national championship. To win it all after they decided to scandal and cheat. Our arch rival, the year after we fucking watched them win it all. Yo, that's major. I would have never fathomed the Buckeyes winning it all after Michigan, whatever you want to call them, wins it all. That would mean a lot. And there's going to be a lot of Michigan fans who are going to try to claim this championship that we're about to win. Let's say we do win a national championship. There's going to be people out there that are going to claim the trophy. Like, yo, this is Michigan's trophy because we had to beat you down in order for you guys to win this trophy. So technically, this is Michigan's trophy, and Michigan is back-to-back champions. They can't have this trophy. Sure, they beat us. They beat us fair and square. I'll give them that. They did it without cheating this time. And we made our mistakes. But y'all can't sit down here and claim our freaking championship. Y'all can't do it. This is something that we earned. We beat Tennessee. We beat the previously only undefeated team in the nation and the best team in the nation. They were the best team in the nation. And then we beat Texas in their own house. Well, not in their own house, but in their own home state. We win this natty, it's going to shut a lot of people up about Ryan Day. It's going to shut me up about bringing Chip Kelly here. I remember being devastated back in March of last season when we signed Chip Kelly. I was like, yo, this is the same cat from freaking Philly who used to coach Oregon. And now he has a chance to be a hero. I'm rooting for that young man, Jeremiah Smith, bro. I can't wait. I'm rooting for Abuka, man. I'm rooting for Will Howard. I'm rooting for all of them. I'm rooting for Jack Sawyer, too. Oh, my God. Him and that heroic scoop and score. That 1 yard stand, I still remember when I was, live with DFW, or, I was on his panel. So basically Texas was at the 1 yard line, and we ended up ultimately stuffing them for a scoop and score. Still couldn't get in from the 1 yard line. And boy, he was like, yo, you couldn't tell me that you wasn't sweating bullets and you wasn't nervous as fuck. Where you hiding? We need to win this all. Sparty fans said, if we win a natty, it'll restore honor in the Big 12 conference and trust. Yes. And everybody's been talking about the SEC for a while. Last year, even though I hate these losers, Michigan actually beat Alabama in the semifinals of the playoffs last year. I mean, the SEC has kind of lost their touch. Hate to say it. That team of North fans would be sick on Monday watching their two biggest rivals play for a natty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are rivals to the Irish too. Damn, I don't think they play for a trophy neither. Yeah, they're gonna be sick as fuck. Ohio Game Talks. What's good? I gave you a shout out earlier. OH. IO. Go Bucks. Fuck the Chiefs. Three-peating. Buckeyes. Winning is a bigger deal. Yeah, it is a bigger deal. I keep talking about the fact that winning after that team up north has won it all is a big deal. That's our arch rival. I've never heard of a storyline like that. All the people on YouTube who have celebrated championships. I've been on here since 2019. I've gotten to see the New York Liberty. That's about it. That's the only team. I've had chances after chances after chances to win a championship. This would make up for 2022. Just give me one. And I'll be satisfied. If the Eagles lose the Super Bowl, it's gonna hurt my heart, but at least I'll have gone home with a national championship. If you want to join me, the link is in the description. You just scroll up. I don't feel like typing it again. Just give me one. All I need is one chip. All I need is one chip. Sound like Nas over here. All I need is one chip. Just give me one championship, bro. One championship. Give me a Super Bowl. Give me a national championship. Both of our teams are in contention. This would make up for 2022. Just give me one championship. I'm kind of all over the place right now. Like, 2022 hurt like a motherfucker. The Phillies lost the World Series. The Eagles lost the Super Bowl. The Sixers can't make it past the second round, but that's okay. The fucking Sixers, man. They fucking suck. What? The soccer team, the they lost their MLS championship game. The Buckeyes lost to Georgia in Atlanta, where we're going to be playing this freaking national championship tomorrow. I keep thinking it's Sunday. In 2 days. I want a championship. I want a ring. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, those 5 things, the arena football team, not even arena football, but the whatever football team, they lost in their championship game. And then on top of that, just to rub, salt in the wound, USA lost to Japan in baseball in the championship game. y'all just don't know how much, sports means to me. Like, I hate being teased. I really do. And people just want to sit up there and just ask me why I just cry for this sport. I just don't like being teased. It's just terrible. The Super Bowl was the worst. It was the worst. It was the dagger in the heart that sealed it all. It was like, I get to see my Phillies in the World Series loss. I get to see all these teams lose. I get tired of losing, and then Slitta just rubbing it in my face. I just want to go up to Slitta's face and just be like, finally, I have a championship. And you know what's kind of, sentimental about this whole situation as far as me and Slitta goes? He's willing to put his hate aside for the Buckeyes and say good luck. Not only that, but it's just like, okay, he would even go to the lengths of, buying championship gear for me. That means a lot. That means a lot. There's only one more person in our way, and that's Judah Tribe. It's poetic, dude. We won it this year. We won it this year after that team up north. I'll be in attendance for the game. You're actually going to the game? Is it possible that I meet you? I don't even know that I'm gonna make it to the spot in time. I'm thinking about going to a Buckeyes bar. Oh boy. So a little quick thing about my Buckeyes bar. I do not go that often. Well, for one, because it is a Buckeyes bar. Yes, I'll give them that. It's a Buckeyes bar on Saturday, but it is a Patriots bar on Sundays.
Oh, Dexter. French is the language of love. Oh, Dexter. French is the language of love. Oh, say it again, Dexter.
Man, fuck Boston's bitch ass.
So yeah, it is a Patriots bar on Sundays, but it is a Buckeyes bar on Saturdays, though. I'll give them that. But yeah, there's the StreamYard link for those who would like to join. Judah Tribe, if you want to come up in here. Oh, finally we have some. Let's see. Hopefully this clears up. I can't see your face quite yet. Waiting for it to load. I can only see a fan. And you're white, so I'm definitely not letting you in. That's a middle finger. Okay, you're black. I can't see your face. You gotta show your face, not your hand, you idiots. Not your pillow, you idiot. Oh, there you are. Okay. There you are. What's going on, A-Fizz?
Trying to cut my damn thing back off. Hold on. All right, there we go. What's good, man?
I thought you were trying to porn mom me or something.
No, I don't do that. Yeah, I used to show my fan, but you know, then I realized this is way higher street, not Slitters.
So take me back to 06, 07. What was winning a championship for the Gators like for you?
Expected because everybody doubted us.
Yeah. I believe we were undefeated going into that game, and you
Y'all
guys
were.
were.
Honestly, I felt that y'all. You go back to 06, you know, because I didn't really watch the 06 season. I just happened to catch on towards the end. And when I did my research, I found out that when y'all played in that championship game, y'all had last played on November 18th, so y'all almost had 2 months of rest. So I think, you know, having all that time off kind of really that was kind of like that kind of really hurt y'all a little bit too.
And for those who are young fans of the Buckeyes, we didn't have Big Ten games back in the day.
No, you did. You just didn't have a Big Ten title game back in the day.
We had Big Ten championships, but we didn't have a Big Ten title game. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you didn't.
And that
you know,
year
I take more solids in the 08 title than the 06 though.
Okay. So let's see. That 06, 07 season was a double heartbreaker because y'all won in basketball too over the Buckeyes.
True.
Joakim Noah, all of them were seniors. It was like a senior versus a freshman match, pretty much.
Yeah. Now, I'm more of a college basketball person than a college football person. I do remember that national title game, you know, because because like Florida had, like you said, they had the seniors, and for Ohio State, they just had Greg Oden, and I think that him being in that national title game was like a high mark of his basketball team, because I know he went to the draft for something, got hurt his rookie season. He just never really found his foot in the NBA after that.
You know what I'll always remember? Those Boost Mobile commercials back in those days where they just hype up that Jim Jones song. We're like, we fly, no lie.
That song sucked, man.
You notice. Poland! I love that song.
Speaking of Jim Jones, I'm sure you heard about Queen's Flip from New York. He pressed up on Mano and Jim Jones. I was got that dude be tripping me out though. I say he come down south with that. He might leave with a black eye though, because you know Southerners are not going to fall for that. So, but you know, you being the so we talking about 2000. We talking about January 07. So you was probably like 16. I had just turned 17. No. You was about 15. I had just turned 17 the day before that game. Tell me what was going through your mind, and possibly, you know, if you was watching with your brothers, like, what was y'all thoughts as the game unfolded and you seen that Florida just started putting the game out of reach by halftime?
Well, I was watching the game with my middle child brother. So this was back in the day when we had school the next day. I was literally just sitting there quiet as a mouse after Ted Ginn took it to the house for the score. I was quiet as a mouse. Florida just dominated us.
Yeah, I see Eddie George on the sideline after that 10-game touchdown run. He's like, "Yeah, that's what." You didn't hear any feels from him after that. But yeah, it's gonna be. Go ahead. Yeah, it should be a good game Monday night though, because I'm actually looking forward to it. You know, I was telling some people when once Georgia lost, I said I don't have to watch teams. I don't have to watch Georgia, Alabama, Florida State. Any of those teams compete for a national title. It's finally like for the second year in a row, I get to watch. I get to actually enjoy the national title game. I know for y'all, it kind of sucked last year because that team of North was in it, but you know how I felt when Alabama was in it all those years at Georgia. It made me sick to my stomach. As a Florida fan, I've never been the type of person who was like SEC, SEC. My teams in the SEC. I've never really been a homer. Like I don't care what y'all do. You know, Big Ten when I have they moment in the sun, let them. Most Florida's too good. That's all I care about.
Yeah, like I don't understand this whole like type of stuff when it comes to SEC teams cheering for SEC teams. I don't get that.
I understand. I don't do it, but I understand why because and this is like a history lesson. Like the South has been massive underdogs to the North for years, like from sports to music. Like we always been looked down as second class. So I think from like with all these, the SEC, they want, it's more like when you had your USC's, UCLA, not UCLA, USC's, Ohio State's, that team up north, Texas and all that, it was dominating. It was just like, no, SEC just didn't have that moment until, Alabama started dominating. The 06 through 2012 when we had that 7 years in a row winning national titles. It was the South. It was SEC's time to really poke their chests out because you never really had you had your Heisman's, you had your All Americans, but you just didn't really have your consistent championships. So that's probably where the whole SEC homerism really started. Especially with that 7 years in a row winning national titles.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta remove you for just 30 seconds. Hey, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I got the small shaker voice. I've been smoking too much. Wait. Oh shit. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you support me and Marissa. Anyways, Aphids, you can keep talking. Calm down.
First thing I thought you was trying to I thought you was doing a slit of parody. And then I heard Marissa, I said, oh Lord, he's doing Mike Moss parody.
Anyways.
Guess what though? Like 2024.
He would always people out of his streams and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really watch those people's streams, like that. I have in the past, but not anymore. But yeah, 2024, I got me a championship with my high school football team. You got at least one championship with WNBA, New York Liberty, with a chance to have 2 more with the Ohio State and the Eagles. And our good buddy over there in North Atlanta walked away with 0.
Yeah. And he thought it within a matter of days.
Bill, now come on, get out of there.
Both of his teams. First Georgia and then the Falcons.
Yeah.
It was like boom, boom.
He tried to laugh at the Broncos when we lost to the Bills. Like hey, we were projected to lose to the Bills anyway. Not like we were going to the Super Bowl winning it. So you can laugh all you want. You just look foolish.
Yeah, come on, man. Like at least he made the playoffs. You got to taste the playoffs, something that Slitter hasn't done in 7 seasons.
Yeah, and guess who now has the second longest after playoff drought now?
Slitter, my boy.
Yep. he better ever make the playoffs before the Jets do because oh boy, you think I'm hard on the Falcons now? Mess around and take the Jets' place for that longest after playoff drought.
So I know you're going to be rooting hard for the Houston Texans this week.
Oh yeah, those bums over there gotta go. They can. I don't believe in the sports gods, but if they somehow do exist, you can give Ohio State a national title. You can give You can get the Eagles a Super Bowl. Let Whereyahidin know how it feels to win multiple championships in the same year. I don't care. Do not let those Chiefs win again.
Yes.
No,
At
just
this
Dolphins
point,
and Bills fans felt about the Patriots 2 decades ago.
now if the Ravens win it all, how would this make
Oh,
you feel as opposed to Dashy?
it won't. I wouldn't care if the Ravens win, but I know Dash would hate it though. I
Oh my
think the Ravens
goodness.
maybe his most hated team in AFC North, even more than the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. The Steelers look like fucking frauds. We literally freaking broke them.
They're fortunate they caught us early in the year when Bo Nix was trying to find his foot. And I think we would have beaten them if we played later in the year, but it is what it is.
You'll get them next year though. The Steelers ain't
No,
going nowhere.
we draw the Bengals out the AFC North next year. We don't get not the Steelers. I wish we would have got the Steelers. I really want another crack at them though.
Yeah. Ravens fans know that they're not provoke me, the scorpion of the Bengals fan base.
That Scorpion. You know you do not want to feel his wrath. Yeah, Buckeyes, get it done so that shit don't rage now.
Yeah. The Ravens will be next in the box. I agree. I got the Bills winning that game to face the Texans.
Yeah, so tell me, I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing the Ravens win and all. I just don't trust them past the AFC title game. As even if they do beat the Bills, I just don't trust them. I just don't see it happening.
That's gonna be a good one.
But part of me is like, I'd rather have the Bills beat the Ravens because they may be my legit hope of getting the Chiefs up out of there. Because if not, then I'm at to hope either the Eagles or the Lions go to the Super Bowl. Because I think one of those two teams will definitely knock out the Chiefs.
Yes. Because I don't think Washington can do it.
Washington.
I don't think the Rams can do it.
The Rams definitely not doing it.
No,
And no disrespect to Washington this year, they had a good year, but they should be thanking their lucky stars they even in this round because I don't know what the heck the Buccaneers were doing in that game towards the end.
It's the whole entire NFC South. They're really bad at time management.
Well, as long as they all keep the Falcons from winning the division, I'm good. My division round.
What the fuck is this? Can you speak English?
Who?
Texas Chiefs, cockroaches, Lions, Rams, Eagles, Ravens, Bills. What? What are you?
He's saying that he's picking the Chiefs, the Lions, the Eagles, and the Bills all go to the conference championship game. That's basically his comment in a nutshell.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to say 4 teams too. But I'd rather be Texans. I care less about what everybody else is doing though. Good luck against the Rams tomorrow though. I think a lot of people talking about that the Rams are gonna come into Philly, puff the upset. I just don't see it. Like I won't rule it out, but I wouldn't put money on it that the Rams are gonna beat y'all though. I think y'all take them out.
So I saw this little stat by Mahomes. It's just like, okay, he's 0-2 when he's playing on a Saturday at 4:25 p.m. or whatever.
Ooh, that gives me a little hope now.
Oh man, if the Texans can pull it off, that could feed families.
If they pull it off, I'll get shit face. I'm not gonna lie. I still celebrate my birthday too, so I just need one more. Texas, come on! You did me solid against knocking out the Chargers. I just need you one more time.
Wow, that was a huge shocker last week. I was like, what?
Not me. The Chargers going to Charger. Only difference is they didn't choke this time. They just got beat up and beat down.
Justin Herbert was horrible. Yo, I'm so sick of the Herbert sexuals.
The homosexuals. Yeah, we got two overrated quarterback. Well, not overrated, but like one overrated quarterback and one guy just needs to be decked in the face. Both of them in my division.
This is the guy they're putting over Jalen Hurts constantly. And then Colin Cowherd.
I hate to say this, but I probably would pick Herbert over Jalen Hurts. But I would say I would say like mobile wise. So if I need somebody who's gonna scramble and get out of a jam, then yeah, I would take Jalen Hurts in a heartbeat though.
Colin Cowherd said that Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback left in the playoffs.
Colin Cowherd is an Alabama hater. Yeah, that man been hating on Jalen Hurts since he was at Alabama. So yeah, that's not surprising to me. I share a birthday week with him too, by the way.
Let's see.
Go figure.
Matt Stafford is 1-8 in rain, sleet, hail, snow games. And it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Shout out to Biggie Smalls.
I'm one of the two leads. The play's about a hard.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Well, we probably gonna see this. We're actually going to see snow here on Tuesday.
What, in Georgia?
Maybe after dinner we can rehearse.
Did it not snow in Atlanta about a week ago? So whatever y'all did to the weather guys, they bring it 100 miles south now.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be more snow in Atlanta too, though. Me personally, I seen it. I had my fun in it. I played in it. I did videos about it. So it's like I could go the rest of my living days without seeing it again. But looks like I'm going to see it again. So.
So we need to re-sign T. Higgins. We got to get rid of Jermaine Burton, the biggest bust since Billy Smith.
Yeah, T. Higgins, man, he called us up a couple weeks ago. I said this before we played the Bengals. I said, Joe Burrow gonna be Joe Shiesty. He gonna do his thing. We need to at least shut down T. Higgins. We failed at that. And plus, our last drive in overtime, that was just, Troy Franklin dropping the ball that kept the drive going. Because if he caught that ball, we could have easily ran the clock and left with the tie and would have clinched there instead of have to go to the final week against the Chiefs to clinch our playoff berth.
Yeah. How's your baseball team going?
My baseball team?
Yeah. As far as,
No, I'm sure your father will be back anyway.
You can talk to Mr. I'm nervous. I'm concerned because it's man.
Oh, I ain't talking about the Braves.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Braves. That's what I haven't really been keeping up with. I haven't heard any big splashes.
What is it?
Oh,
The Braves?
That's what I thought you was talking about. Are you talking the Gators baseball team?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I should know everything I need to know next month because that's when baseball season begins in softball. But I did hear the softball team is ranked number 1 in a ranking though, in one of these rankings. So that's good to see. Hopefully we can play like the number 1 team in the country all year.
Every Wednesday night.
My prediction is going to be 31-17. It should be 31-10, but they're going to get a garbage time score.
Yeah, the Eagles are good at giving up garbage touchdowns at the end, just like the Broncos are. But I feel like the baseball team's gonna do pretty well though. I feel like we're probably gonna make a deep. We'll get in the tournament and make a deep run like last year. So hopefully we can come out of there winning it all this year though. We got a chance.
I want to give a shout out to Crazy RPF. Earlier we were talking about how much it would mean to me to win a championship on YouTube. I have 2 cracks at it. My Buckeye Monday and the Eagles Sunday. We have a chance, 3 more games there. But Monday is very crucial. one more win for the Buckeyes, I get a YouTube championship. You know how much championship mean to me?
And somebody said that. Hold on, give me 1 second.
It's okay.
So somebody was saying that you're spoiled because of Ohio State and the Eagles. If anybody would be spoiled or close to it, it would be me. I've seen 12 championships amongst my team since my YouTube tenure started in 07. So like that's why I don't really rub it in unless Slill starts talking crap. That's the only chance only time I really bring it up. But other than that, like I just enjoy the ride. Like I'm blessed to see my championships. I hope to see more. But at the same time,
I was just about to ask you how many you had.
Actually, John Redcorn is Joe's father, but Dale doesn't know that.
Yep, 12. My high school team is the most recent one, about a month ago. Then I got sick right after that too, like right around Christmas and New Year. So I guess it was a gift and a curse in a way.
Bobby, we're trying out for a team.
Shout out to Grandizer for joining the chat as well. We need another championship. Shine bright.
Shine bright like a diamond, fam. Oh, it's good RPF. I did see him in the comments, by the way.
Can we have everybody sitting down? Thank you. Excuse me, is that seat free?
No, that's the father of the
Yeah, we got to beat the Notre Dame Catholics, the Fighting Catholics.
Fake Catholics.
That's the reason why Cowboys Face isn't going for them. He's a huge Christian, huge man of God. I've been to his house once. Huge Christian.
Oh, that's the guy that you hung out with for the Cowboys game.
Where's your better half?
Yeah.
Okay. I get all these Cowboys fans mixed up. There's so many of them run around YouTube. So
it's easy to confuse him with Duke Bothers.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Hope him and his little one doing all right.
Yeah. Let's hide and mention the New York Liberty WNBA title. But who really cares about that, though?
I care about the WNBA. I've been watching this since the late 90s.
Yeah, thank you. Like, the WNBA still counts. And technically, I could win a triple crown this year. Technically.
Yes, you can. Yeah,
all three of the seasons started last year.
Yep. Like before the Atlanta Dream, I was used to Comets fan because, like, as a kid, my favorite players were Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, and they won 4 in a row from '97 to 2000. I was really distraught when the team folded its operations. So, and by that time, the Atlanta Dream was getting started. So I just started rock with them instead.
Yep.
Yep, and all they done is go to the playoffs and not know how it feels to win in the finals.
I wish I was on YouTube in 2017. I wish I was.
Yep, 2017 was a good year for me in sports outside of football. So
I'm sorry we had to put a 50 burger on you that year.
Hey, y'all paid us back because like the matchup before that, 2013, y'all came to Denver and we hung a 50 burger on y'all and broke our record for most points scored in the game. So when I saw that, so when y'all did it back to us, it's like I was a little like I was upset at first, but but I still watched the game towards the end and I looked at it like, well, they remember what we did to them, so they're just throwing it back on us. So it is what it is.
Yeah, back when Peyton Manning was still in the league on his last ride.
Yeah. But the Gators have gave me a College World Series title prior to that football season started, so that kind of negated everything that happened in football that year.
What was in 2012? Was it the Ducks?
2012.
Yeah, I want to say his YouTube championship. Was it the Ducks back in 2012?
No, his only YouTube championship was Ohio State, 2014. I think they're like he's going to the Cup in 12.
No, it wasn't. He's clearly saying here that his first YouTube championship was in 2012.
His first video, the first ever time he went on wax was in
Oh,
2012.
oh, gotcha. Man, I remember the '98 Eagles were the worst team in football. I remember the Broncos. Oh God, yeah, they fucking
We literally could have ran the score up on y'all, but I think Elway was out in that game. We sat down Terrell Davis because he was already killing the Eagles. So yeah,
Oh my God,
but y'all like Bobby Hoying and Ray Rose and y'all just did y'all only play like y'all didn't even have y'all just had some terrible players on y'all team. I think the only player on the team was worth the damn was Brian Dawkins.
yeah, and some old guy named Irving Fryer.
Irving Fryer's pretty good too though. I'll be honest, like my all-time favorite Philadelphia Eagle is actually Brian Dawkins, and that's because he came to Denver after he was done with y'all, and I wish he could have stayed one more year, so he would have been around during the Peyton Manning experience. So who knows, like where that 2012 team really could have been if we had Brian Dawkins covering Jacoby Jones instead of Raheem Moore. I think Dawkins made some play. We would have beat the Ravens, and we probably could have went on to the Super Bowl. And who knows what would have happened against the 49ers. But I guess we'll never know now.
Well, Ray Lewis would have retired with just one ring, and rest in peace
Yes,
to
he would.
Jacoby Jones. But he wouldn't have a ring neither.
What? That's crazy. Why would you say something like that?
Now that Joseph's hit puberty,
The first YouTube video was NASCAR Cup Series race video in Michigan International Speedway.
Well, can't wait till NASCAR is coming less than a month away from Daytona 500.
I'm not really too much into NASCAR, but shout out to y'all who are in NASCAR.
Oh, what that being said, February is my least favorite month, but those only like that and the Super Bowl and Black History Month are the only things that matter to me in the month of February.
Oh, RPF. You probably remember this, but we were shut out 3 times that season.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks shut y'all out, and I want to say the Cowboys did it too. I'm not.
Cowboys
Man, how
and
you shut up on
Giants.
the Giants?
Never been so stupid.
Lord knows.
Yeah, let's say the Giants team beat us towards the end of the year and ended our undefeated run.
Oh, and by the way, during that COVID season, in 2020, that team was the first team to not score 30 points in a season since the 1998 Eagles.
Are you talking Giants?
Well, I'm talking about the 98 Eagles. The
No,
2020 Eagles versus the
2020 Eagles. Okay.
Yeah, 2020 Eagles versus the 1998 Eagles. They both did the same thing.
Yeah, I agree with RPF. I think the 98 version was the worst Eagles team in history. I would say the 68 Eagles would be number 2, and then the 2020 Eagles would definitely be number 3. Those are like the 3, in my opinion, those are like the 3 worst teams in Eagles history. Yeah, our worst team was 2010. Thank God, man. Thank God that nightmare season was over when it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I don't relate to my
I kind of put the 2023 Eagles at number 3. The 68 Eagles, I'm going to have to put them at number 1. I'm going to have to put number 2. I'm going to give the 98 Eagles the number 2 slot.
I wouldn't do that to a customer, and I shouldn't have done it to my son. So
I would say 2023 was one of y'all worst teams. I would say, if anything, it was your biggest disappointment. It is the most disappointing Eagles team because the way y'all started and then the way y'all finished the season. Honestly, God, I figured you lose to the 49ers and Cowboys down the stretch, but I didn't think y'all lose to the Cardinals. That kind of it kind of shocked me, but they seem to always have, just like the Seahawks, the Cardinals seem to always have y'all number for some odd reason. Even when they suck, they still find a way to beat y'all. So that's why I kind of knew when y'all lost to the Cardinals, I said, yeah, this team's not going anywhere. I wouldn't be, then y'all lost to the Giants and y'all just bottom out of Tampa. So, ooh.
Yeah, bro. Man, that was some dark times. I
Yeah.
remember when the Bengals were the worst team in the league with Rudy Johnson.
I've got something that we really need to.
Oh, thanks, Dasher.
Thing where you lift the weights.
What do you want?
My rookie season as a Bengals fan was 2002. Yeah, the Bengals were. I think that was my opinion, the worst Bengals team in that stretch when they were just downright awful in the 90s and early double zeros. And one of those two wins I remember vividly. It was like towards the end of the year, they beat the Saints at home and essentially knocked the Saints out the playoffs.
Yeah. You gotta say the 68 Eagles are the worst team because literally, we had a chance to go. This is what Giants fans are complaining for nowadays. We had a chance to be the worst team in the league. We couldn't even tank right. We ended up with the second pick, and we couldn't get OJ. The Bills were the worst team that year.
Maybe you can convince them to spare our lives.
Yeah, I agree, RPI. 2012 really sucked for y'all too. Yeah, I think y'all had that 8-game losing streak midway through the year, and that Andy Reid got fired later that year.
Funny thing about 2012, we never won by any more than 3 points that season. Actually, 2 points. We didn't win a single game by more than 2 points that year.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Not you mentioned, I do. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I remember.
You're really good.
Dang it, Bobby.
You been watching King of Hell. That's my shit back in the day. I still watch it to this day.
I like that dancing competition they had with the dogs. That was the best episode of King of the Hill to me. And then Bill just constantly getting freaking chewed out by
the Rottweiler.
Yeah. That was great.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh no, I have ESP. What's happening to me?
Greetings.
But yeah, I just wanted to come on here for a few moments. You got any final words before I end this thing?
Let's go Gators. Let's try to prove next year, and let's try to hope we can make the playoffs. But we'll see what happens with that. But until then, good luck Buckeyes. Good luck Notre Dame. Oh, my uncle's a Notre Dame fan, by the way. So at least I'll be happy for him if the Irish win. But good luck to y'all on Monday. May the better team win. And that's where that team up north. Oh, well, y'all will be sick on Monday. Watch out, two biggest rivals. The people chat. I hope I never have to see that with Bama and FSU or Georgia and FSU. That will make me sick. But I'm gonna go to time out so you can end the same properly.
All right, appreciate it, man. Peace. And also, good luck to the Texans. Good luck to the Buckeyes, of course. Good luck to the Eagles tomorrow because we need it. Well, no, we don't need it. We don't need luck to beat the Rams. Nah. Let's be real. We're gonna blow out the fucking Rams. We need this championship, y'all, on Monday. We'll worry about the Eagles later because our playoff run has just started. Yeah, we're gonna beat the Rams. Then we'll have 2 games to go. But this right here, Monday is a big deal. It's a shame I got to work in the afternoon, but I'm glad I was able to work out a trade so I can see this game. But this is a big deal to me. Go out and win it, Buckeyes. Just win one more time. One more time. One time. Just like the little giant said. Just one more time. Just one time.